Alright. Oh, everybody. Like, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. No. No, like, I worked today. And I got home and, damn, I need some water. Um, like for the past few days I've been feeding my kittens. Too much. They've just been eating and eating and eating and eating and eating and eating. Damn. Yeah, I've been a bad kitty parent. No, I have. Because they've just been eating way too much. But like I've been running out of food and I get paid tomorrow I got paid today and I got 2 cans of tuna. And I also got a can of I also had a can of cat food in here. So there was like 3 fucking cans, and when I got home at 2, I fed him the cat food can. And then I don't know what happened. Like I came back and I eventually fed him one of the tuna cans, and then I fed him the second tuna can. And here they are, whining for more food. Just whining for more food, but but like I write stories, but like people don't respect stories out there, man. They don't. Fuck. Like they don't fucking like. I recently read this zombie story from Japan. It was a manga. It was just like it was when my wife was still alive, and I was reading it. And I just, cause we'd go to Barnes Noble, and I'd go to the manga section, and try to find a manga to read, and drink my coffee while my wife is drinking her coffee and doing whatever, reading some, whatever. But it's called I Am Hero. I think that's what it's called. I Am Hero. And it was just so relaxing. It was just so relaxing. And like I recently came across this one channel, and it's called Matt with MATTTT, right? MATTTT, Matt with 4 T's. And he talks about different American artists, and not just American artists, but artists of the world, right? And he really shows this conflict between the artist and the studio, and the studio that really owns everything, right? And the artist is persecuted. Right? That's what you'll see from this channel. But I learned about this one guy, this one American artist, and it was a beautiful story. But it was also a beautiful story that touched me. It did, because I used to watch the DuckTales. I never read his stuff, and once I learned about him, I'm like, oh my god, I totally fucking want to read this shit someday. That would be awesome, but I gotta work my 9 to 5, pay my rent, and pay my electricity, and pay my, and pay. But he used to write Donald Duck stories. He used to write Donald Duck stories, and the DuckTales, I'm pretty sure, are based upon his work. They are. The DuckTales were fucking based upon this guy's work. But it's like when I read, it was so weird. Like I was just like, cause like I'd been through all this manga, and I loved some of it, and others I'm trying to get into, and I come across this, cause I love zombie shit, and so I'm like, oh hell yeah, manga zombie shit. I Am Hero. So I started reading it, and I kept reading it, and I kept reading it, and I kept reading it, and I just felt so relaxed. Like you think about a story, and it starts pumping your blood. It starts pumping your blood. It starts, ooh, you love it, and I love it when the story just pumps my blood. I do. I fucking love it when the story just fucking. And it's fun sometimes, but I'm reading this I Am Heroes, and it just, I don't know, it was weird. It was weird. It was just like I just felt so relaxed when reading the story, and that's what people express when they read this American artist who created the DuckTales. And the American artist who created the DuckTales, according to this Matt thing that I learned, like he inspired a lot of Japanese artists. Like there's a lot of famous Japanese artists who were really inspired by this guy. And but there, but sometimes the most relaxing things are in just some of the most mundane stuff that you could think of, right? And so it's like for me, like I love to meditate, and I love to think, and I love to create stories, and I just and when I meditate, and when I think, and I love to create stories, I love to pace. I love to pace. And so you have Scrooge McDuck, the uncle of the DuckTales, right? And he has this thing where he just walks around in a circle, and he meditates, and he thinks, right? Because he's Scrooge fucking McDuck. And but the floor around which he's been always meditating has now become indented. It's become indented, and that was cool to me. That was so cool to me when I was younger. It was just this tiny little detail that it just meant so much. But for me, like I just recently got these kittens, and you know how cats are. You know how fucking cats are. It's like they'll get in your way. They'll get in your way. And when you bump them, it's like it's your fault that you bumped them. And it's like, hey, with my kittens, I'm not playing that shit. If I'm meditating, like they best get the fuck out of my way. And like within the past couple of days, it's like they've known to just get the fuck out of my way when I'm meditating, and I've created my own little indentation, you know. And, you know, like it's so weird. It's because like sometimes it's like sometimes we have like pets, but sometimes like we're the pets if we're idiots. You know, if we let these pets turn us into pets, like most pets are the owners. That's just the pathetic reality of our world. Anyways, you know, I think I've created a story or two that was kind of gentle like these, you know, but not as. Because it's all in those little details that. Ow! Don't scratch me, you stupid bitch. It's all those little fucking details that that's powerful. Powerful to the human experience.